Today's game on KFJB-TV is sponsored by First Rate Real Estate, Adland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, Hy-Vee Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown School District, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Members First Community Credit Union, Van Wyck Wood Builders.
What started out as a rainy week has given way to a gorgeous Friday night underneath the lights at Leonard Cole Field. Tonight, Marshalltown hosts Des Moines Lincoln. Both teams looking for their first win of the season, and the Bobcats looking to make it 3 straight wins against the Railsplitters. It's match day on KFJB-TV. Welcome to Leonard Cole Field. Great to have you along for our first girls match day of the season here on KFJB-TV. I'm Brandon Lewis. Welcome into the booth as Megan Heitmann alongside me here tonight. As Megan, we have a really good matchup here between two teams that, have struggled to get off the bus, I guess you could say, early on. Marshalltown did have one early season match canceled, but they had a tough test against Roosevelt earlier this week, and then obviously a tough loss on the road at Newton. How are you looking for the Bobcats here at home to get going early on?
I think we just need to get the ball through the middle and into attack. I think it's gotten a little sticky in the middle where the ball's staying in one spot and not being passed through and not being connected. So I think that is one of the things that we need to focus on tonight, and just getting a little bit of confidence, a little bit of swagger back in the girls. Yeah, and meanwhile for the Lincoln Railsplitters, a draw in their first match of the season on Tuesday night. They took on Des Moines North. It came down to a penalty kick for Lincoln to edge out and tie that. And these two teams, obviously, like I mentioned, a slow start, a couple of matches for Lincoln. How do they find their footing here tonight with only one real test to begin this match? Yeah, it's going to be interesting because they graduated a lot of seniors, much like Marshalltown did. So it'll be interesting to see kind of who shows up in their attack and if they can get, more shots on goal in our game.
Bobcats coming off a night where they did not score against Roosevelt and looking to find that through the middle, like Megan said, here tonight and get some shots on goal, as we will talk to head coach Cameron Nearing in her first year leading the Marshalltown Bobcat girls soccer team. When we come back, we'll have that visit right here on Match Day on KFJB-TV.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
It is match day for girls soccer, and here with head coach Cameron Nearing for the Marshalltown Bobcats. Coach, coming off a tough loss 3-0 to Roosevelt the other night, but a really good challenge against a team I would imagine might be top 10 near the end of the season. They have got some great goal scorers. Thought your team really held in there nicely against that. Sofia Valdez-Chavez made some good saves for you. You had a heartbreaker to start the season. You were up, and in the last few minutes you gave up a couple goals to Newton. What do you make from the start through the first couple of games for your ladies?
I would say formation. So, we adjusted for Roosevelt, but I think it was kind of a mistake on my end because we did very well going back and watching film for both teams. Our new formation has tremendously helped us with our communication on the field and being able to use the entire field, not just the center or the left or the right, the entire field.
Yeah. Ladies that we saw last year really shine for you. They're kind of in that new formation. Katie Gomez-Reyes, she was a phenomenal player last year, especially on that defensive end. Fatima Ramirez, we saw her make a ton of sensational defensive plays, but they're kind of moving up into that middle field role. So tell me a little bit about how their impact has been able to kind of show for you and what you kind of hope that impact brings for your team out there tonight.
Perfect. Yeah. So with them being on defense, they also have that capability of being able to shoot and score. So I want to be able to have more than just one scorer on the team. I want to be able to be unpredictable, that our midfield can take it up and adjust to our formation to then score. No, you don't need just one scorer. We can have 11 people on the field to score at all times.
Yeah. Claire Bonzer has already found goal. I know she scored quite a few times last year, but she has that rocket of a leg. I tell you what, it is so fun to watch her. What does she kind of bring to that element on being able to put one on net for you?
Just honestly that foot, and then honestly being able to see the passes. So she's not necessarily always looking for the shot. She's always looking for that secondary pass for someone else to even get a closer shot on goal.
Sofia Valdez-Chavez in goal for you. She got a lot of good experience last year back there in net. Where is she maybe taking a step forward this year?
Coming out of her shell, being able to speak upon when she wants the ball, coming out and getting the ball. A lot of the teams that we played so far, Newton and Roosevelt alone, just coming out and scaring them, they unpredictable shots at that point. If you come out and want the ball, like what we need Sophie to do, it's going to scare their shooters to just shoot the ball, and it's going to go not in the goal, or it's just going to go out and anywhere.
Yeah. You have Garcia back there on the defensive line. Her sister was a really good soccer player in her own right. Georgia Jansen holding things down, as well as Frankie Long, who I don't know if anybody, as you know, on the basketball floor, I don't think anybody wants to mess with Frankie Long back there. So how confident do you feel in that defensive group?
Very confident. They're very good and connected in ways that doesn't need to be vocalized. They just look at each other. Literally at Roosevelt, they had a very good connection of Georgia came up in Frankie's spot, Frankie filled in for Georgia, and then vice versa when we came back around. So it was very good. They can connect without even having to vocalize it on the field.
Yeah. Your opponent tonight, the Lincoln Railsplitters, they're kind of two similar teams here. You look at formations a little bit heading into this one, and then also, last year, McKenna Coleman was here. She was the leading scorer. She's gone. Lincoln also without some of their top goal scorers from a year ago. How do you feel like this matchup goes here tonight? What's kind of the key for you on that element?
I think our connection passes through the middle. We practiced yesterday on our triangle passing and just communication overall. So being able to work through the middle, but also utilize the outsides for the cross-in, for the header shots from Claire Bonzer, or even just getting in the back of the net by anybody.
Yeah. Last question for you. First year, how do you feel it's going?
We're 0-2, but I feel like we're very confident. We just have to pick up on those little pieces here and there, like connection passing and communication. I think overall, we'll see a difference just tonight alone.
Yeah, well, the ladies challenging early on, and that's what you always want to see, right?
Correct. Challenging is a lot better than playing easy games, I'm being honest.
For sure. That is Cameron Nearing, head coach for girls soccer. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting 11 for the Bobcats and the Railsplitters on KFJB-TV.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com. Gear up for game day with Adlin Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Adlin Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available. Match day on KFJB-TV. Time for tonight, starting 11. All presented by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. First off, for Tiger Niners and the Lincoln Railsplitters come in with a draw on the season as they drew against Des Moines North on Tuesday night. They lead the series 4-3 against Marshalltown, 4-3 since 2012. It'll be strong in goalkeeper Santos at left back. Mogul is at center back, as well as DePaz, and Hooks will be at the right back spot on the defensive line. Avalos, Coyote, and Flores will man the middle as they'll go a little bit of a defensive approach, and the forwards will be Ortiz, Adam, and Dietrich. And Adam, by the way, the other night, she was roaming all around but not able to punch one in from goal, and so she will be there at that striker position as no shots on goal so far this season for Samoya Adam. Meanwhile, for the Marshalltown Bobcats, behind head coach Cameron Nearing in her first season, Bobcats roll in at 0-2 on the season, a 3-0 loss to Roosevelt on Monday night. Last week, they lost a heartbreaker. They were up 2-1 late, but lost it 3-2 on the road at Newton on Thursday night. Back line looks like this. In goal, it'll be Sophie Valdez, as well as Frankie Long at left back, Georgia Jansen at center back, and Elena Garcia is at right back here tonight. Georgia Jansen coming off a season where she scored 1 goal a year ago. It was a little bit of a blowout, but they brought her up, gave her that opportunity. You know Frankie Long and Georgia Jansen so well. How much of a joy is it to coach those two ladies?
Oh, they're fun. And I think throughout the years they've finally realized that every time I say that soccer and basketball are played about the same way, they finally realize it. Like, one's just with your hands and one's with your feet.
Yeah.
But I love having Georgia go on runs because she has such a good touch with the ball, and she really has a rocket of a leg. If she can go on a run and get up there, she can score from farther away.
All right, to the midfield we go for the Bobcats here tonight. A little bit of a change up from a year ago for the Bobcats. They run a 3-4-2-1 formation. Carolina Cross will be at the left midfielder role. Katie Gomez, as well as Fede Ramirez, will be at center midfield, and right midfielder Isabella Moraz, who really came on late last year and showed her ability from right midfield. Meanwhile, the forwards tonight, it will be Claire Bonser with that rocket leg, already a goal on the season. Lilia Christian, who is the returning goal leader from a year ago, and Kira Holstead, who also has a goal so far this year at right wing. That is the forwards here tonight. As just a moment ago, we saw Cam Nearing in her first year for the Marshalltown Bobcats as their starting lineups about ready to be announced. The Bobcats coming off an 11-4-3 record a year ago, and second in the Iowa Alliance North as they look to get their first victory of the season here tonight. Let's get to our keys to the match, all presented by First Rate Real Estate, FirstRateTeam.com. Megan, take us away.
Yeah, really, for the Bobcats tonight, the focus should be on communication and connection. We really have, two teams growing up that have combined now to be on a varsity team where the cutoff was really between that junior and sophomore year. So we have some really good players, but they don't have a lot of experience playing together. And with a new formation, just being able to communicate and go through, the middle, like Coach Nearing said, and really get an attack with connected passes is the part that's harder that you have to build with experience. And for the Railsplitters, just precision attacks. They, on their first time out, they had 7 shots, and only 1 was on goal, and that was the penalty kick. So just a little bit more precision on their attacks, getting the ball at the goal, make Sophie do some work, putting pressure on our defense. The Bobcats are really strong in the defensive end, so that's going to be their keys to get through our defense.
That is our keys to the match. Again, all presented by First Rate Real Estate, FirstRateTeam.com. Cam Nearing in her first year. You look at her. What's kind of the challenge in your first year of taking over a program, especially when you look at, like you mentioned, a formation change and just getting acclimated? I know she already has some established relationships with some of the ladies down there, but what's kind of that big challenge from that coaching side?
Yeah, I think it was, helpful that she was an assistant last year, so she learned a little bit about how the girls play and what's kind of been going on in our youth program a little bit. But she's extremely confident soccer coach. We talked a lot of soccer on basketball road trips on the bus on the way back, especially towards the end of the basketball season when it was getting closer to soccer. We had a lot of conversations that DJ and Murphy didn't know what we were talking about, which, fine. But I think she's got a lot of confidence. She's got a ton of knowledge, having played in college, and I think she really has a good feel for what these girls can do. She does have a lot of trust in the girls, and I think they trust her a lot. They like her a lot, and I think that goes a long way to getting the team connected together.
Yeah, you mentioned DJ Norum as well as Jordan Delaney is on that coaching staff. Talk about, I know you know DJ because obviously being on the basketball program as well. I mean, he just seems like, I've talked to him a couple times on Bobcat Live, just one of those coaches you want to be around, right?
Yeah, he's a fun guy. I think he's a little bit less intense in soccer, just because he's never played soccer and he doesn't really know soccer. But they were looking for other assistant coaches, and he was like, hey, I'll give it a try, because a lot of the girls on JV basketball are also on JV soccer.
And they also have the coordinated shoes down there as well.
Yes. See, we bought those. We finally forced DJ into getting them, but I think this came in after our last game.
It was so fun to watch Yuri Ramirez a year ago. She scored 10 goals. She had 5 assists. She had 21 shots on goal. McKenna Coleman, it's almost hard to replace her production that she had a year ago. She had 43 shots on goal, 18 goals a year ago to lead the team. When you lose that kind of production, and like you mentioned, bringing this crew back and playing, I mean, you're obviously not going to replicate that experience and those goals that were scored, but how do some ladies kind of find that confidence to get to night in and night out? They're really putting some good shots on net.
I think it's the confidence of getting it done a couple times, right? And success is going to breed confidence, not only just for that one player, but for the team. And I think the more that they can trust each other, that they trust they're going to be in the right spot, and if I put the ball there, they'll go get it. That's going to build as they get more games in. I think that's just a little bit lack of experience playing with each other. We have a lot of really good players who just don't have a ton of experience playing with each other. Like even last year, those seniors played a lot with our current seniors and juniors. So most of the team had a lot of experience in just overall hours playing together.
Yeah. When we come back, we'll have kickoff in Match Day on KFJB-TV.
At Lennox Employees Credit Union, you're more than a member. You're family. Since 1948, we've been helping members and their families save more, borrow smarter, and reach their financial goals. Whether it's a low-rate auto loan, a mortgage that feels manageable, or simply a savings account that grows with you, we're here to make banking simple and stress-free. Discover the credit union difference today. Visit Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main in Marshalltown, where people helping people is more than a motto. It's who we are. Learn more at lennoxecu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because. Your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
The following is a presentation of Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV.
Match day.
Match day.
Match day starts now on KFJB-TV.
Leonard Coldfield. Now the pitch is ready to go tonight for the Bobcats, who will wear their dark blue uniforms at home. Meanwhile, all white for the Lincoln Railsplitters. I'm Brandon Lewis, Megan Heitmann alongside me tonight. David Braga is our on-site producer. Joe Cornwell, Keith Stewart on our camera crew. Great to have you along tonight. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to KFJB TV. Turn on those upcoming game alerts so you don't miss anything here on KFJB TV. Megan, I know you're subscribed, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, really.
Okay, all right.
And I watch most broadcasts for all sports if I'm not there.
Well, we appreciate it, and great to have you along here tonight. Lincoln will have the opening kickoff tonight as they will head towards the west goal. As a beautiful night, as kickoff right now sitting at 52 and sunny. Much nicer for our camera crew here tonight than last Thursday when Marshalltown boys hosted Newton in a 6-0 victory. As the Bobcats nearly force a turnover, Lincoln will boot it back into the attacking end, and Frankie Long will give chase. And that one is going to sneak out on the near side for a throw-in for the Lincoln Rails. Well, Sophie Valdez has 30 saves on the season. 6 goals allowed, 83% up from last year. She had a save percentage of 74%. And I like what head coach Cameron Nearing said, that her just confidence in coming out of her shell has been the most noticeable thing so far through 2 matches.
Yeah, and if you know Sophie at all, picture Millie and Georgia's vocalness in a soccer player. That's about what you get out of Sophie as well.
Yeah.
So lots of smiles, lots of, she works hard, but not the one who's going to be back there screaming and yelling. So I think if Cameron's getting her to do that and taking what you just...
Oh, Valdez with a
That was
good
nice.
poke off the free kick, and the Bobcats will clear it out on the far side for another throw-in for the Rails.
And you just saw it on that penalty kick there. She was telling her defense where to go.
On the edge of the 18, Bobcats still cannot clear this one away. Garcia will track it down. And Lincoln trying to jab at it, but it will be a deep throw-in for the Bobcats. Here's the last save by Valdez.
Yeah, might have hit the crossbar.
And a good run here for Reyes. As Gomez Reyes will knock this one ahead. And towards the wing.
Hit her on her, Kira.
Yeah, Kira Halstead will keep it in play, and Lincoln will win it back. Christian trying for it. Taken over by Ramirez.
Kristen.
Lilia Kristen, yes.
Yeah.
Back towards midfield. Georgia Jansen is there. Gomez Reyes off to Les. Sending that one in on one hop. Katie Strong will make the save as 40 minutes in goal. She split time with Yaslin Lucero in goal in their first match against North on Tuesday night. She had 7 saves, did not allow a goal. Lucero came in. She did allow the 1 goal against North. And Kristen trying to give a run here, but not able to get there in time. A clean opportunity for Strong.
Yeah, those are the passes that we want to see come up the middle and come those nice through balls if we can get a touch on it on our way by.
Jansen wearing one of the captain bands, as well as Kristen out there for the Bobcats tonight. And Garcia will watch this one towards the far side, and a throw in for the Bobcats.
There you go. One more. Good.
Yeah, good timing run, but too strong.
A little too strong.
Yeah, Genesee Telez trying to track that one down, but not able to get there in time. Or actually, excuse me, Isabella Mraz. Yeah.
I don't think Genesee's playing quite yet.
No, not quite yet, yes. She did play one match earlier this season, but
good ball.
Opportunity for Kristen, puts it in, and it will bounce in. An early lead for the Bobcats. 1-0, a good touch right there.
Yeah, that is the classic. You don't have to shoot hard shots for them to count.
That is
which
for sure.
I love.
And even Sophie Valdez in goal, sprinting down to the other end.
Of course. That gives her something to do.
Here we take a look at our Tyler Pershong State Farm replay.
That's a great through ball up the middle, and just that touch on Lilia's left-footed, so that's her strong foot. That's a great goal for first goal of the year for Lilia.
Claire Bonser will pick up the assist as she sent that pass ahead. Lilia Kristen a year ago. Kristen, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's one of those names, but she started in 17 matches a year ago. 16 shots on goal. She did score 6 goals a year ago with 3 assists. As Valdez will pick this one up cleanly.
I think she's one of the most excited people about the new formation because she gets to be the one on top. So there's less going back and running. There's more just sticking with the farthest defender back and then picking those types of things up. And she's one of those kids where she likes contact and she wants to push people around and fight for the ball, which is fun to see her in that position up there at striker.
Well, anytime you mention a position and there's less running involved in soccer, I guess you'll take it. Maybe that's why I always wanted to be goalkeeper when I was out there. A good push forward here, and Lincoln will track it down as playing it is Hooks, and she'll throw in from the far side.
Oh, I thought she kicked that out.
This one booted well ahead. As the back defensive line tracking it down, and Georgia Jansen.
Oop.
Lincoln almost wins it back, and they'll keep it in the attacking half. Coyote has it taken away. Katie Gomez back to Jansen. Pokes it ahead too strong as she was looking for Ramirez. And a little too high there on the leg by Flores. And so a free kick near midfield will come here for the Bobcats. It'll be Georgia Jansen to take it.
That's nice. Touch it through the other way.
Strong down to an E. She did pick up the only yellow card on Tuesday night for the Railsplitters as well. So you don't usually see your goalkeeper pick up too many yellows.
Was it on the PKs or?
I'm
like,
assuming I'm assuming the PK happened, and that's why she was off the pitch and Lucero came in.
Ah, okay.
Usually the keepers get a lot of wiggle room, though, from the head referees.
They usually do. I do remember a sub-state soccer game down in Southeast Polk a few years ago for the boys that goalies got carded and sent and whatnot, which ended quite contentiously.
Yeah. Frankie Long with the throw-in.
Ooh, oh.
And that'll be off of Lincoln. Another throw-in here for Isabella Mraz. Looking for Halstead, but too strong on the throw-in, and this will be tracked down by Santos. And wins a throw-in for Lincoln. And if you're just joining us, Lilia Kristen with a goal in the 4-minute mark. Claire Bonds, her assist. The Bobcats with a 1-0 lead. Carolina Cross, she garnered more playing time as the year went along last year as well. She also seems like somebody that wouldn't take a lot of grief from anybody.
No, I don't think she would.
No. We have an offside on Lincoln and a free kick to come here.
No, I don't know the sophomores as well as I know the upperclassmen, but I met her once or twice. And, yep, I'd like to have her on my team.
Yeah.
Really, that whole midline is a nice feisty bunch.
It is. Betty Ramirez, she was so good on the defensive line last year, moving her up into that midfield
touch.
role. Yes. Good look for Kristen.
Yeah, if Fati could get a little more of, I think, Yuri's feistiness, that would be helpful. Like, Yuri might have had a little too much, but...
Yeah, at points she did, but, yeah, you don't have, 21 shots on goal without being a little bit physical in nature. That is for sure. Ball slips through on the back end. Long tracks it down.
Good, Frankie.
Yeah, good shutdown right there on the defensive line because Lincoln had numbers to attack. Long will try to clear it to the near side. Bobcats will keep it in play. Good hustle by Morass. And that is going to be an unfortunate challenge in that spot because she bumped Adam, and that's going to result in a deep attacking third free kick here.
That's one of those where you just like her to shield the ball first instead of going at it at the same time, right? Shield the other player from the ball and then take it yourself.
Flores will take the free kick as the Bobcats will set up the wall. Jansen and Long. And Long sticks out a leg, and Valdez will haul it in cleanly. Not a big challenge there.
I don't know anybody who really enjoys being on a wall.
Especially when it's only in the 50s. You know, when it's warmer, it's maybe not such of a big deal. But
I don't think it's ever fun. Good ball.
Mraz pushes
one more.
ahead.
Good.
Kristen, it's going to go in for a goal off of her hip. And good deflection. And that ball put ahead by Fatty Ramirez. And the assist for her as Kristen will score her second goal of the night.
Nice. Maybe we can get her a third one, get a hat trick.
Yes.
Keep feeding those balls like that. I think they were listening to Coach Nearing this week and really working on connectedness up the middle. Like that whole series was a lot of good passes.
It
Forward
was.
to Kira, back to Fati, pass through the middle.
And Kristen just kind of tried to deflect that one any way she could. She was trying to get a foot on it, but looked like it kind of deflected off of her hip going in.
Yeah, it still counts.
It does, no matter how it goes. Out of the near side, it'll be a throw-in for Lincoln. So, Kristen scored one goal a year ago in this match as the Bobcats won it 5-2 a year ago. And leading it 2-0 here tonight. Bobcats have won back-to-back matchups with the Rails. Jansen nearly stopping the attack, and finally going back to her defensive roots, Ramirez.
Well, that is one good thing I like a lot of things about the new lineup that Coach Nearing's doing, but we have three strong defenders, but our two center mids have both been defenders. So having them have the experience to go back and get those balls is really helpful, because then essentially in crisis. You can have 5 defenders back there.
Yep. That'll result in another throw-in here for Lincoln now. As taking it is Aileen Santos. Another throw-in for Lincoln. Keeping our ARs very busy here tonight. Decent throw into the edge of the box, but Avalos had it slip through, and the Bobcats will counter. Kristen had to take an awkward bounce, and Lincoln wins it back.
Back to her.
Yeah, looking for maybe Bonzer, but we'll give it back to Mraz. Long trying to punch that one through. Bonzer. Over towards Ramirez. It was poked away. Garcia cuts it off.
That was a good step by the defense there, the Rails.
Good pass over to Bonzer, but couldn't play it. Mraz towards the edge. Back towards the box. Boy, a couple more inches high. That might have been a handball there in the box. Adam will counterattack, but then plays it back, and Bonzer is challenging on the near side, and that was close, but it will be a Lincoln throw-in.
Claire and Kira switch sides.
Okay. Okay.
I was looking on there. I'm like, where did the pink shoes go? So the pink shoes were on this side. So they're both still in there. There hasn't been a substitution. They just switched left and right.
Here's Bonzer. Oh, a long strike, and that one will sail all over. I swear last year the Bobcats had the most 20, 30-yard strikes for a goal. It was amazing how McKenna Coleman and Yuri Ramirez would put some of those balls in from 20, 30 yards out, and there we see.
That's Fati learning from those girls.
Yep.
They have the foot. Katie has a foot that could do that. Yep. Claire Bonzer does. For sure. They all have big foots that they can put some spice on it from out there.
Yeah. Gomez Reyes.
Ball a little forward. Good touch.
Raz with a great find. Ramirez up to Gomez Reyes. She'll take the strike, and the bouncer will sail wide right of goal. And a goal kick to come here for Strong.
Yeah, I think that's a corner. I think that bounced off the defender.
Okay. All right. They do award a corner kick, and coming to the near side, it will be Claire Bonzer to take it. And she'll take a moment to tie her shoe first.
This is where I always wanted a good left-footed kicker to take these corner kicks on this side, because then the natural rotation of the ball goes into the goal. I don't know if we have a naturally left-footed
Chip
player.
shot from Garcia. Here's Bonzer. Looking back to Kristen. Too many settling touches right there in the box.
Just put a foot on it.
Yeah, Kira Halstead trying to figure that one out, but couldn't quite. And here's a dangerous run.
Sophie.
That one will be off the mark. Luckily, Valdez coming way out from goal and nearly giving a good opportunity for a goal for Emily Dietrich. And she sails it wide right, and it will be a goal kick to come here for Sophie Valdez.
I thought she might have got a little too excited on that one.
I think so. Those eyes were probably pretty wide looking at nobody at home in goal. Gomez Reyes challenging on Ashley Flores. And Garcia will let it roll out for a throw-in. Somebody's working a chainsaw in the distance pretty good, I hear.
Yeah.
Tell it's starting to get nicer. I
I heard a lawnmower.
I
Lawnmower.
know. I heard a noise yesterday, and I thought something was going on outside, and I realized it was my neighbor mowing. It's a little early for that.
Oh, that should be a handball.
It nearly was.
Yeah, okay.
And it is. Yep. Finally a late call from our head of referee, and so Georgia Jansen will line up to take it. Looks like we have a substitution momentarily.
Yeah, I think that was also a handball.
And that will be a free kick from there.
Must be very bouncy on the turf tonight.
It does, yeah. I always feel like you do see bounces that are not as true as maybe you would on natural grass.
I don't know. The natural grass we used to have here with a nice camber hump in the middle, I would say was not ideal for soccer games. Referring to maybe like County Park, something like that. Yes. Oh, the University of Iowa's home soccer field is amazing plush natural grass. It's like carpet.
Yeah. Leonard Coalfield, the natural grass was never the same after the Bobcats played Washington a few years ago in a 6-0 game, and it was just a mud bowl over here.
Well, back in the way back days, you always had Coach Funk out here yelling at everybody to get off the grass. We were not allowed during track practice to cut from the 200 mark in the finish. You could not cut it. Get off the grass.
Got to preserve that for football season.
Oh yeah, and it was nice.
Well, the other amazing thing about it now is, Marshalltown had not for many years hosted a postseason match in soccer because it was not of regulation size, and that is the one very good aspect about this turf.
Oh, the entire stadium needed the redo.
Oh, it did,
and I think that should have and hopefully was some sort of deciding factor in being able to host postseason.
Mraz, as it works its way over to Halstead, an easy save for Katie Strong. Cross on the far side. Lincoln will keep it in, but it was they ruling it out on the far side, so substitutions will be allowed to come in here as Emily Dietrich is checking in, as well as Samantha Ortiz for Lincoln. I thought they were going to allow the near side AR was indicating.
It wasn't a throw-in. I don't know what the penalty kick was for. Oh.
Challenge by Ramirez at midfield. And Lincoln will lose it to the near side. Emily Dietrich has been standing on the sideline waiting to check in for a good 10 minutes now, I feel. Very strict on our substitution calls here. We do have a foul on the far side, and it'll be on Lincoln, so a free kick to come.
It's supposed to be their throw-in or a goal kick of any kind, which we haven't really had.
I guess we have not. We had a few free kicks here. Garcia, and that one will result in another Bobcat throw-in. It's deflected by Lincoln. Garcia takes it quickly. Bonds are waiting on the throw-in.
Good touch.
They'll work it up to Flores. Gomez Reyes takes it away. Plays it to Ramirez. To the near side wing to Mraz. And that pass cut off. Deflected. Ramirez not able to get there in time. And she'll win it back with great foot control. On the edge of the 18, sends a crosser in. Halstead with a touch and pushes it back out to the near side, and they'll wait for a goal kick to come here.
Hey, the subs can come in.
Hey, there you go.
They added another one.
They did add another one. Well, the game had gone along quite a few minutes. As
it's dark now. It wasn't dark when
it
she
was
went
not.
over there.
Mia Smith will also check in for the Lincoln Railsplitters. Goal kick to come here for Strong. Again, 2-0 our counts as Lilia Christen with 2 goals here tonight. The senior center forward, assisted by Claire Bonzer in the 4th minute and Pati Ramirez in the 11th minute. Garcia. Gomez Reyes now challenging at midfield. And Lincoln will come away with it. Garcia misplayed, but it did go off of Lincoln for a Bobcat throw-in.
Good ball.
Halstead trying to track this down. She'll get a foot on it. Gets it to Mraz. Taken away. Ramirez wins it back. Back out to Mraz. Toward the penalty arc. And Lincoln wins it back. But just like that, Ramirez. And just losing it. Tried to play it off of Lincoln
tried to.
with a power shot, but just missed on it. And so Strong with another goal kick to come here.
That might have been a little frustration swing.
I think so.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 19, Gianna Gomez. And
Gianna Gomez is on to the pitch as Carolina Cross will come out at left midfield.
Number 8, Trinity Kidder.
Ricky Long with a good screen set there.
Frankie comes through the middle, and people are going to notice.
Trinity Kidder is also checked in for the Lincoln Railsplitters. Saw her playing a little bit of time in the JV match. And a hard fall here for Georgia Jansen as Garcia sends it ahead. Gomez Reyes out to the far side of wing as she finds Gomez, who just checked in a moment ago. Deflected towards Bonzer, and Lincoln will come away with it. Throw in for the Rails.
Well, it looks like Georgia got up from that.
It looks like she's all right, yeah.
It makes me nervous because she sprained her ankle so bad that last week of basketball. It was, I think she still might be doing PT for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know at least the first week of practice for soccer was a little tender still, so any of those types of things, I'm like, oh no, not her ankle.
Kaylee Nunez has checked in for the Bobcats. One thing I do have to say, and I did not say it on the air, but, some time has passed, is here's a run by Bonzer. A one-on-one with the goalkeeper and Strong, and a good block, but it bounces out. And she saves it before it touches the end line to keep it in play. Bonzer with a good strike on goal. Just not able to punch in the 3rd goal of the match for the Bobcats.
That was a nice 1-2 touch from Lilia and Claire.
Yep. In the last game of the season for Bobcat girls basketball, you mentioned Jansen had rolled her ankle, and so you got her in for her final senior moment. And then Dowling, what do? They guard her like they didn't guard anybody else in the entire game. Didn't even give her an opportunity for a shot.
They didn't really read the room on that one.
They did not.
Somebody did not inform that one girl. However, Georgia didn't care. She's still
Georgia's still having fun.
Yeah, she still got a shot off.
Yep, she did.
But yeah, her ankle was about as purple and fat as I've seen. I've seen a lot of sprained ankles, but that was a doozy.
That was. Those are never fun. You always remember your first one too. I remember it. I thought I was going to have to cut my foot off the first time I rolled my ankle.
The first one always hurts. That's whenever somebody goes down.
Yep.
Have you sprained this ankle before? No. Okay, this is going to be the worst it's ever going to hurt. The next time you sprain it, it's going to be fine.
On the far side, Gomez.
Ooh.
And that is going to be ruled a foul, as hitting the turf was Fede Ramirez.
Is that Coyote that came through there?
As we look at Claire Bonzer on that challenge, sending it in on Strong. Had it bounce away, as backside was Nunez, but didn't quite take quite the deflection to get all the way out there. And Bonzer with a good strike on goal.
Oh.
And bouncing around, Kristen is right there, and she was looking for goal number 3 of the night, as she's looking for a hat trick. Wearing that captain's band here tonight.
I think somebody was offsides.
I believe that is the late indication. An offside is Anna Mogul will take the free kick there, and a throw in now for Lincoln. As we work down towards 30 minutes played in our match here at Leonard Cold Field tonight. Ramirez shutting down the attack momentarily, as Mia Smith will play it back towards midfield. Ashley Flores will keep it in the attacking half. And the ball bounces the Bobcats' way, but Kristen waiting on it, and Yale will come away with it. And a free kick awarded to the Bobcats as Georgia Jansen will take it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen so many offsides calls in our favor in a while. It's not normally been our game is to run an offside trap.
Ball takes a good bounce to Nunez, but taken away by Lincoln. And offside again. Yeah, Mia Smith just hanging right there by the defensive line, but looked like just the left side of her body was offside, and the far side AR all over it.
It's very helpful with the football marking, the lines across, to be able to see that.
It does give you a better point of
good touch.
reference for sure. Ball sent in here by Kaylee Nunez, but Strong is out from goal. Flores works it ahead. And Valdez will boot this one back up towards the way of Georgia Jansen.
You can hear Coach Nearing down there telling them to keep their defense up. So she's got a plan to get them offsides.
Yep. Keeping that high line, you definitely. I think that also really speaks to the trust you have in your defensive line. You don't intentionally set a high line if you don't have good faith in them as well to stop those runs and attacks through the lanes.
I always find it funny when both teams are kind of pushing, so the entire game's being played in 20 yards.
Yeah. We have seen a little bit of that here tonight for sure. Bonzer out to the wing, but taken away. We don't have a possession clock, but I would imagine Bobcats leading that.
Yeah, it feels like we're at least controlling it. Lincoln's done a good job of cutting off passes and taking it back just like that, but I think we're doing a better job of controlling it and trying to get the connected passes than Lincoln's doing right now.
And especially to your point, like that first goal with, or was it? I think it was actually the second goal when there was great ball movement where Halstead had set one to Ramirez and it set up for Kristen to get the shot in. But
that's a nice little save by Sophie back there. It's also a lot of faith in your goalkeeper to have your defense up, which Sophie's a solid goalkeeper. She learned a lot from her cousin, I think, for the year that they played together in high school and probably much beyond that.
Mm-hmm. I think she's trusting her reads more this year, too, because I saw her play more back towards goal last year, but so far this season I've seen her kind of come out and help and do a few things out further away from goal.
Yeah, and that could be a difference in the coaching style, too, right? In the game plan of maybe Cameron likes to be a little bit more,
aggressive with that goalkeeper play. And
well, just aggressive and pushing everybody up and even having your goalkeeper come out to keep pushing the ball forward as much as possible.
Strong making the save right there as a low ball sent in by Nunez.
I love Lilia going after those balls. And I used to tell her when she was younger, like, keep running, because if the goalies rarely catch it clean, because it's usually a hard ball, and if they don't catch it clean and you can get a foot in there on the bounce, get a foot in there on the bounce.
Yep.
And she's like, ooh, I might get to hit somebody? Yes, Lilia.
Couple of substitutions. Maya Adam is back into the match, as well as Aileen Santos for the Lincoln Railsplitters.
I just trying to remember where the ball went.
Ramirez heading that one out of there, and long over to the near side wing to Mraz. Out of Ramirez. Jansen doing a nice job to cut off the attack. Ramirez out to Mraz. And it slips through for a throw-in for Lincoln. Santos up ahead to Trinity Kidder. Jansen cutting it off, playing it up ahead. Long run for Nunez, and she'll be beat out by Miguel.
Yeah, I feel like we were beating it on the right side, on the near side of the field here for quite a while. I wanted to see somebody just shift it over to the other side. It wasn't us, but.
Katie Gomez-Reyes hit the turf and a foul called. Got a free kick to come here for the Bobcats. So working our way down, our final 3 minutes before half. And early on in our match here tonight is when both of our goals came. Lilia Kristen. Ramirez now.
Good ball, Fatih.
Pokes it, and it looks like Strong is going to be out in time to save it. So she'll cover that one up, as Kristen was giving it a go, but he's not able to get there in time. Now Ramirez intercepts. Good ball out to the wing to Nunez, and tried to chip it in there, but deflected. And Lincoln will now clear this one away from the edge of the box, and a throw-in for the Bobcats. Ramirez was deflected away. Katie Gomez-Reyes checking out the field. Finds Claire Bonzer. Back to Gomez Reyes. Takes a shot, but Strong is hustling and makes the save. Good play right there in the middle, though.
Yeah, good ball. And you could tell Katie was finally opened up to the middle a little bit to see what was open on the left side.
Lincoln now into the attacking end and cut up by the Bobcats again. Yes, that will be a foul, and Jansen hitting the turf. And she looks to be all right, just tying that shoe.
I feel like she tried to sell that one a little bit. It takes usually a little bit more than that to knock over Georgia.
Yeah, she's not an easy one to go down like that. We saw her last year. I mean, back on that defensive line, as it looks like we have offside again, or maybe just a foul, but a play on here from our referee as our flag from the far side AR was up, and now
I don't know what.
Looks like Nunez was offside, so a free kick to come here.
I think
there was
they're
no
being
touch.
Yeah, they're being real. You can't go from offsides to back onside and be like the first one to get it, but I think they're really taking that very seriously tonight, because there's a couple where I don't think they've really been offsides.
It's Isabella Moraz.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Looks like we are going to head to halftime with a 2-0 Bobcat lead. Lilia Kristen putting 2 goals in the 4th and the 11th minutes. A good first 40 minutes for the Bobcat ladies, looking for their first victory of the season. As we take a timeout on our match day coverage, halftime coming up, including our Cat Connection and first half highlights right here on KFJB-TV. Gear up for game day with Adlin Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Adlin Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com. Halftime, all powered by Scouting America, Mid-Iowa Council. Adventure on online at scoutingiowa.org. Well, the first half dominated by the senior, Lilia Kristen. As in the 4th minute of our match, Claire Bonzer set her up for the assist. And a good ball through ahead, and Strong not able to stop that one, cleanly deflected and goes in for the first goal of the season for the senior. And then in the 11th minute, Kristen again made it 2-0 as Fatih Ramirez helped set her up. And kind of off the side of the hip there, just deflected it enough to get it in goal. But As we take a look at some of the other highlights, I know Claire Bonzer had a good shot on goal. It's a really good attacking first half, and you mentioned it too. Controlling things in the midfield hasn't always been effective, but at points here tonight, they've really been in sync and had some good offensive plays to create those scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and we've done a good job going up through the middle of the field to get like those 2 looks, and a couple of these other shots have been just good runs up the middle, which isn't something that we've been good at in the past. But one thing they might want to do that I'm sure Coach Narian's telling them about is if we can switch fields through our center mids, get it to Fati and have Fati and Katie open up and get it to the other side of the field. Lincoln's really chasing where the ball is, so that backside is open. If we can get them to open up their hips in the middle to get it to the far side, we'll have more shots, I think, in the second half if we just transition from one side to the other.
The defensive line has also been dominating here tonight, which has been fun to see. We'll talk more about the first half and get ready for the second half coming up in a little bit. But when we come back, it is time for a Cat Connection, all presented by State Farm, Tyler Prashong Agency in Marshalltown. You're watching Halftime, all powered by Scouting America.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom. And she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because. Your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
The Cat Connection, powered by State Farm, mtownproud.com.
Welcome back into our Cat Connection here on KFJB-TV, all presented by Tyler Prashong, State Farm, mtownproud.com. Here with Andres Ordaz. He was our athlete of the week last week. He scored 3 goals against the Newton Cardinals. That feeling when you see that ball go in net, what's it like for you?
It's it's always a good feeling, a good sensation. Always, like, when you score a goal, it's like a different type of feeling, It's some adrenaline that you get from nothing else. Yeah. And then when you rack 2, then you're like, okay, the third one needs to come. Yeah. It's like a different feeling.
Yeah. When you watch other sports, there's a lot of scoring. And I think that's what makes soccer and watching football and all that is so great is you never know when a goal is going to come. How do you kind of maximize your opportunities when you're out there on the pitch as far as creating and goal scoring and things like that?
Well, it's mainly more positioning and looking around, finding the space, and then playing towards the space. Because if you are very crowded, then you won't have the opportunities to score as much than if you are well positioned. And honestly, I think on my 3 goals, I was well positioned to get the ball and shoot.
Yeah, Bobcat invite, you had another goal. You picked up a few more assists on the season. I know you've had a couple of tough opponents, North and Roosevelt, early on in the season. How have you felt like the start's been so far and where this team's potential might be this year?
Yeah, it's been really good. A little 2 upsets, that's not bad. We could have won both of the games. It was mistakes that can be worked on. Our potential for this year it's very high. We've been talking about creating a foundation, not chasing at something. So we're not chasing state. We're building a foundation to lead to that point where we can hopefully get to that.
Yeah. Well, and you guys laid that foundation last year, and I know you had a really nice sophomore season as, you were able to chip in, I believe it was 9 goals and 5 assists last year. So, looking at what you kind of laid down last year, how do you feel like you can really kind of grow your game this year in your junior season?
Well, I've been looking upon my last year's games, and I've been trying to improve on what I was not doing as good. So yeah, I do believe that if I do fix what needed to be worked on from last year, I would have a better season this year. And I do believe I will have a better season this year.
Was the ball at your feet the entire offseason? Because, I mean, your dribbling and control out there from what we've seen early on has been just superb to watch out there. Has that been a main focus too?
Yeah, actually, I have indoor soccer during the winter. And, you know, always, every day, you got to have the ball at your feet, you know. When you're not doing anything, you know, juggle the ball a little bit, go outside. But in the winter, you know, stay inside, juggle it. You know, the mom gets mad because you're just playing with the ball. Yeah.
You know, when you look out there on the pitch, it's hard not to notice you're playing with your brother. You've got your older brother there on the sideline as well, helping coach. What's that feeling like for you to kind of have that family environment out there?
It's like a comfortable space because it's like something that I won't be able to experience again. You know, it's like this is my brother's last year, senior. You know, I'm trying to make the most of it because then I would not have this opportunity to be with them again. And honestly, it's great having Ronaldo as a coach, you know, because it's like family bonding almost, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Ronaldo's got that. He's got kind of like you. He's got that good smile as well. He seems like he would be a fun coach to have out there.
Yeah, he's a fun coach, yeah. Well, he does get mad at us sometimes at practice. You know, we're a little hard-headed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, best of luck rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Andre Sordaz, our Athlete of the Week, our first ever Bobcat Boys Soccer Athlete of the Week. This is your Cat Connection. Again, all brought to you by Tyler Pashong State Farm, mtownproud.com.
From the 2018 tornado to the 2020 derecho, Marshalltown has faced adversity, but our community has become stronger and M-Town proud. At Tyler Pashong State Farm Agency in Marshalltown, we have options for home, auto, life, and business. Our goal is to give you choices that impact in a positive way. As we have found out firsthand, life is never predictable, but you should always be prepared. Head to mtownproud.com to see how we can best fit your needs. We'd love to talk to you about what makes you M-Town proud.
Welcome back to Leonard Cole Field. We are underway in the second half of our match day coverage here on KFJB-TV. Leah Kristen with 2 goals in the first half, one in the 4th minute, one in the 11th minute. And we've been scoreless since then. Do you feel like it's been a little bit of two teams figuring each other out as Lincoln will go for a charge here, but Valdez down to a knee for a clean save right there.
Yeah, I think it's both. It's two teams figuring each other out and themselves a little bit and what's going to work this year. So right now the Bobcats are doing a good job of connecting with each other, especially on those middle passes that we talked about pregame.
Maybe a little bit of trouble here. And luckily a touch just not quite good enough. And Garcia working it to the near side, and she'll clear this one away. And the Bobcats will reset on a throw-in by Lincoln.
I think that's one where Georgia thought she had her offsides, but either Alina or Frankie, both of them were a step back, and one of them kept her on. So a little bit more communication on that line.
Touch off the mark, one back by the Bobcats. Cross tries to play it ahead, but intercepted. Hooks, I believe, lost her captain band. Is that what she lost?
I think a shin guard.
A shin guard, okay, yeah.
I think some people try and get as small of shin guards as possible to make it count, which I never understood.
Yeah.
I like the ones that actually protect your ankles.
Yeah. Here we look at the replay. Was close to getting offside, but Valdez out from goal, and Garcia was there to slow down the attack.
That was a good challenge by Sophie to assess the situation and come out as far as she needed to be to challenge it.
Yeah. Oh, was she almost 30 yards out from goal?
Yeah.
Oh, another run through right here. They get past Frankie Long. And that shot is well off the mark, not on goal from Lincoln. And a goal kick to come here for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's one of those things that Lincoln needs to, we talked about as one of the keys to the game, is Lincoln just on their attack, getting shots on frame. I mean, we saw from Lilia's goals that they don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just get it on frame, and then you have a chance.
Yeah, Mia Smith, number 17, the junior forward, putting a couple of challenges, but the Bobcats have been able to shut those down. Ms. Reyes with good foot control and intercepted as she was looking for Ramirez. As Ashley Flores will work it up the far side. Jansen almost heads that one away. Kidder will track it down on the touchline. Bonds are challenging, and the pass is sailing out on the near side for a Bobcat throw-in. Garcia will take it. Kristen. Again, steps in front. Garcia pushes it way ahead. Hooks will be the first to be there and plays it back to Strong, the keeper. And misplayed. Here's Kristen taking the shot off wide left. But a good aggressive play. And like you mentioned, you coached her up.
Right.
Got to keep pushing ahead. You never know.
That was not the bestest pass back to a keeper I've ever seen. I think if I was Strong back there, I'd be a little perturbed about if you're going to pass back to me, make it one that's right in front of me. I don't have to chase.
Yeah.
It was good that Lilia didn't pass that to Kira, because Kira was way offsides had she passed it that way. So
Jansen winning it back at midfield. Played in the attacking half to Cross. Looking for Bonser, but too strong on the touch. And there she is again. Mia Smith trying to create. Garcia cuts her off, though.
yeah, she's got some good speed.
Yeah, she really does. And Jansen, that will be ruled a foul. And Jansen for the free kick. Time for a scoreboard update here tonight, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what they can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines. Tonight in Class 4A girls soccer, 3A girls soccer, Mason City defeated Waterloo West 8-1. Number 11 Cedar Falls taking on Valley in a ranked matchup there. Pleasant Valley and Waukee, Ames and Fort Dodge tonight don't have any scores on that. Also Roosevelt and Ottumwa going on tonight in the Iowa Alliance Conference down at Schaefer Stadium in Ottumwa. Free kick to come here for the Lincoln Railsplitters. And not a great challenge right there as Valdez out from goal to easily gather that one in.
We were really posting everybody up on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, pretty far out from goal.
Which I don't mind, as long as we can get back and cover if something doesn't.
DePaz with the header right there. She took a strong one. She was holding her head after that as well.
She was offsides, and I wasn't sure the center ref was going to call it, but the AR had it.
So goal kick to come here. And our ball boy, a bit of a struggle to get it back to Valdez. That is the one great thing about Leonard Cole Field. We always have so many ball boys and girls chasing those down. It's never like you go some places. You're waiting a minute for that ball to be put back in play. Much quicker here at home.
Yeah, we do a good job of getting the youth teams, the teams out at Mask, to just like field out a game, right? This is your game. Find as many kids.
Yep.
Which is always fun for those kids, too.
I mean, you get into a game for free?
Right. They might give you a snack at halftime.
It's better than that.
You get to run around and chase balls.
Reyes has it taken away.
I will say, Millie was a ball girl at a game, I don't know, 10 years ago, and ended up in the ER.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Was before the revamp of the stadium, and they had like a gated culvert at the end of the long jump pit over there, and she was following the play of the game as she should as a ball girl, and just stepped into that pit and sliced her knee open on the culvert in there, and it was one of those where it was right on her knee, and had urgent care been open, that would have been helpful, but they weren't. She's like, let's just go get stitches. Okay, so we went and did that.
Well, at least you got a story to tell out of it.
Right?
Yeah, Gomez Reyes sends one ahead. Kristen not able to get there in time to track it down. Well, maybe she will. And a Lincoln throw-in is awarded. Cross. Intercepts, trying to play it back towards the penalty arc, but had it deflected. And now she'll send one back towards midfield, but intercepted again by Lincoln.
I think Lincoln's a little peppier this half so far.
I think they are. They definitely look more aggressive than what we saw in that first half as Ashley Flores sends it out to the near side for a Garcia throw-in. Bonzer. Oh, a good touch. Yes. Kristen in the middle of the box, but Strong is there to run out and make the save. So Crosser setting up there for Bonzer. And Strong off the side of the foot. Cross intercepts.
Good touch there, too.
Lincoln cannot clear it. And they'll finally just boot it down to the other end. Here goes Mia Smith, but Valdez is out from goal to boot it back towards midfield.
This is one of those times where you hope your defense isn't getting a little too tired. I think towards the end of that Newton game, there was just a couple little mental lapses and a couple looked like we're tired plays that were the deciding factor.
Definitely tend to see that early on in the season.
Yeah.
Getting match fit from the edge of the 18, sent in. And Halstead's crosser does not find anyone. Smith with a good pass. There goes Kidder, but cut off. And Jansen with an exceptional defensive play.
Georgia doing her patented, I will just run you down.
Well, when you've got long legs like that, less steps involved.
Yeah, it always looks like she's way faster than she looks running because she just takes up a lot of ground with every step.
Maya Garth, a sophomore, has checked in for Lincoln. Yes, out will come Emily Dietrich. Samaya Adam checking in as well, as it looks like Trinity Kidder, the junior, hobbling off. She already has a brace on that left knee, and saw her take a little bit of a bump in that JV game as she got a few minutes. Corner taken at the penalty arc. Lincoln asked to retreat. Play on here after a collision. DePaz pushing the issue. Wow, sneaking through there, but Garcia had enough and pokes that one out of the box. believe we're seeing an offside.
I think she was down in the box. So I think he was just for a player down.
Okay.
Because she wasn't going to get back on sides. And
gotcha.
So I think this is just going to be a free ball.
Free ball. And a goal kick to come.
She got back up, though, so she seems fine.
Yeah, she seems to be all right. That was Isabella DePaz, who we saw start in the defensive line, pushing the issue.
She's had a few different runs tonight that maybe they should move her up a little bit in the field. She's definitely tough.
Valdez lining up for the goal kick. Push this one to the near side to Bonzer. And just can't quite keep it in play for a throw-in for Lincoln. Quick throw-in by Hooks. Sneak through by Mia Smith for a moment. And a long shot off the mark. So Samaya Adam not able to line that one up for the shot. And another goal kick to come here for Valdez, keeping the clean sheets as we...
Oh, you better not have just done the broadcaster jinx.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying.
Good one.
So far.
So far. Another Lincoln throw-in. Mia Smith has it booted away from her, and another Lincoln throw-in to come from the far side. Alien Santos will take that. Ball's dead. And they work it up to Ramirez, but too far in front of her. Trying to win it back. Cannot do so against Anna Miguel, as she's been very strong on the defensive line tonight. Good control by Hooks along the near side, but loses it in the end for a Bobcat throw-in from Garcia.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Lincoln coach told them at halftime, but they are playing with some urgency this half.
Yeah.
Like
being down 2-0 also probably part of the issue, as Valdez looks on as Garcia is still down on the turf.
Lena might got a kick to the ankle or something.
Looks like the trainer is coming over to check out Garcia. And while we have that injury timeout, let's take a look at a scoreboard update again here. As, I have to admit, I don't know a whole lot about track. Olivia Wise finished 20th in the discus, throwing an 83.08. It sounds good.
That seems far.
That seems probably further than I could do.
It is for sure farther than I could do.
But it's been a tough start for track season as well.
Man.
They've had so many matches or meets canceled or postponed early on in the year.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think my niece and nephew run at ADM, and I think of all of the meets, they've maybe had one so far. Everything else has gotten canceled.
Yeah.
And who was it? Preston Johnson went and ran someplace over in the rain so he could qualify for Drake. Like by him, not that the team was...
Very committed. Very good.
I mean, if you can run that fast,
he
should take every opportunity he
for
gets.
Sure. And again, Mason City beat Waterloo West in girls 3A soccer earlier tonight. Here's a challenge inside. Valdez. Oh, she got a hand on it.
Got a hand.
It's out on the goal line. It will be a corner to come for Lincoln, but what a timely play as Samaya Adam was able to put that in towards the keeper in Valdez, but makes the save, and there you see it, a fingertip on it to make the save.
And I don't know if you could see it, but Coach Daring was still down here with Alina and kind of abandoned her helping Alina on that play and turned around and was like, oh, yeah, did you need help walking?
Yes. It looks like Garcia's walking on her own now. But see a little bit of a grimace on that face. Here's the corner kick in. Lincoln did get a head on it, but not able to challenge the keeper in Valdez. And Lincoln will keep it in play, but yeah, they have really been turning up the pressure a little bit here in the second half from Lincoln's aspect. Free kick to come here for the Bobcats. Jansen will take it. She was trying to find Halstead. Deflected away. And a throw in now for the Bobcats as Mraz will take it quickly. Finds Ramirez. Oh, a bad deflection for Lincoln. Bonzer's charging. Lincoln will finally clear it out for a Bobcat throw-in.
Yeah, our passes are just not connecting as much this half as they were in the first half.
Quick throw-in taken. Here's Bonzer. Takes the shot. Oh. It's high and it's in. What a goal and a strike from the strong leg of Claire Bonzer. Her second goal of the season. There you go.
And a little scuba on top. I have no idea what that means, but...
Claire Bonzer with the strike on the edge of the box. And powers it past the keeper in strong. And then the celebration comes for Claire Bonzer. There you go.
Seems like they were trying to get others to come. They wouldn't come.
On the near side of Bobcat throw-in, so 3-0 Bobcats.
Yeah, never mind on the connecting passes. We'll just have Claire boot it from out there. That's fine. So that was a nice little shot from the 18.
It was.
Ooh, I thought she was off. Sophie's got it.
Gomez-Reyes in midfield. And Ramirez now. Lincoln wins it back. Every time you look up, it's Mia Smith challenging as she's using that speed for Lincoln, but Bobcats work it back up the field. Bonzer back towards Gomez-Reyes. Ross not able to get there in time as Hooks takes it back. And now continues to push the issue. Looking for a crosser. And it is going to be a throw-in for Lincoln, they say, in the end.
Is that Jazz who came in for Elena? Her hair is really long. I can't read her number.
I think it was Gianna Gomez. I believe she had checked in earlier tonight.
Oh, okay.
19. It does cover up the back of her uniform for sure. But I believe that is Gianna Gomez.
All right. And my eyes don't work good enough to see the tiny numbers on
there
the
we,
front.
Oh, she flipped the hair for a second. There
we
you go. It is Gianna Gomez.
All right.
But in the 57th minute, Claire Bonzer scoring that goal to make it 3-0. And was that too quick of a kick, or
I think it went
illegal?
out.
Okay.
Just barely.
Just barely on that side.
By one little turf strand. It's not grass.
Going to rule that a foul. Gianna Gomez, so free kick to come from the near side. DePaz, who has challenged a few times in the box tonight, she'll take the free kick.
Oh, you got to run with
Valdez
them.
coming out, and a collision and a free kick to come. And Sophia Valdez will.
Frankie's got her.
Frankie will help her out.
I don't mind pushing the lineup like that, but somebody's got to run with them.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
And you have to be matched up. Georgia and whoever else were not really on a wall, but they also weren't guarding people.
And I saw Gianna Gomez just turn around once that kick came. She did not want to take one.
Yeah, our wall was not a willing wall.
And here's Frankie helping up Sophie again.
She's up.
A challenge, but off the mark. And again, it's Mia Smith.
Yeah, I tell you, if she gets her sights reined in,
yeah,
she could be tough by the end of the year.
Yeah, she's one of those ones that you feel like she could score 10, 15 goals in a season if she could really match that speed with the accuracy. And the Bobcats will lose it on the far touchline off the foot of Frankie Long.
See, that's one of those where I'd like Katie to open her hips more and send it to the left side. Because you could see everybody, especially in white shirts on that side, and Carolina is hanging out over here.
Yeah, nobody
all by
within
herself.
10, 15 yards at some time. Yeah.
And we get a nice bounce to the middle there. Just open your hips up and go the other way.
Long throw in here for Lincoln. Just onside is Mia Smith. Loses it for a moment, sends it back out to the edge. And a throw in for Lincoln in the attacking third. Working our way towards the 65th minute here tonight. 3-0 Bobcats. I believe a foul on the throw-in, or it was a legal throw-in.
That's a pet peeve of mine. In high school, you should never have illegal throw-ins. And honestly, I think the boys do it half the time. It's not illegal throw-in.
You get that little side throw a little bit, yeah.
They're like, that is not going around your head with one arm stronger is not a throw-in.
Lincoln will take the throw in from the far side.
Wish they come to my end.
You get a do-over.
Yeah. I mean, they were down by the flag.
Another throw in for the Rails.
I think Frankie in that, I don't know whose over on that far side, but Frankie and that girl are having some fun over there. Number 11, Samaya.
Yeah, Samaya had him.
I think Frankie and her are having some fun over there.
Well, a deep free kick awarded here, as taking it will be Ashley Flores. One goal of the season for Lincoln from her foot off of a penalty kick against North, and she'll send one in. And just sneaks past the bar and out on the goal line. And that will be a goal kick here, or are they saying there was contact for a corner?
Sophie tried to get a hand on it. I don't know if she got a hand on it. I thought maybe she was just love Sophie, but she's just a hair short.
Yeah, yeah. I did not see a hand or a head or anything on that.
Yeah.
But they are awarding a corner kick for Lincoln. So Ashley Flores comes to the near side and will take this one. Jansen guarding the near side post. And it's going to be an own goal. Georgia Jansen off the side of her shoulder as Flores sent it in, and it's 3-1.
That's a goal for the Railsplitters.
Take a look at the Tyler Pashong State Farm replay here momentarily. So here it was, Flores. Jansen tried to come out. It was a hard spot for her, but she turned kind of the wrong way almost and just angled that one in for an own goal.
I was thinking, for guarding the near post, she got kind of far away from it right as the ball was kicked, and I think she tried to go back to cover it when the ball was going there, and that's not the momentum she wanted to have.
Well, the 65th minute, Lincoln finds their first goal of the night. Garcia takes the throw in from the far side. It's Maya Adam trying to track it down, but the Bobcats win it back. As Gomez will try to punch this one ahead. Oh, right between the legs. A good play by Ortiz. And deflected out for a corner kick.
I don't know much about the freshmen. They're just that far away from, the seniors that I coached. I like that Gomez.
Yeah, she's rowdy in there.
Yeah, and she has good positioning. She seems to have confidence. There you go, Georgia. Stick to the post. So momentum's going out away from the goal.
Yeah. Flores to take the corner again.
Oh.
And
I think that was a handball. I think it was coming at her
on
face.
Lincoln. Yeah.
It was more of a protective handball.
Self-defense in the box. And it will be Valdez to take the goal kick. David's saying it's a curse, the broadcasters jinx or curse.
You did.
But it was an own goal, so, I mean,
I still don't think it counts for Georgia. I don't think it counts as a positive in her stat.
Yes.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 23.
Carolina Cross is going to check out. Frankie Long is back into our match. Taking a quick breather. Playing at left back.
There you go, Gianna.
Gianna Gomez to
Good.
Kristen. Lets it slip through, but Lincoln is there to defend. And they'll time up the run. Mia Smith again.
Alina came back.
Yeah, Garcia shut it down now at the top of the penalty arc. And a good deflection. Gomez Reyes in there at the last second to help out Georgia Jansen. It will be a corner kick from the far side, I believe, is what they're ruling. And Lincoln, again, challenging so much here in the second half.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm not going basketball here, but it's like the fourth quarter. And our defense is just not as, I would say, aggressive. Like, Georgia's just getting sucked up a little bit too far in the middle, which is kind of hanging the outside defenders out to dry a little bit and forcing our midfielders to come back. And that's a little bit what happened against Newton, at least from what I saw watching the huddle.
Oh, that will sneak under a deflection and poked in, and I believe that is Trinity Kidder, who might get the goal, or no, it was in the middle.
Is that Anna?
Yeah.
Anna?
Anna Mogel. Oh, it is. Okay, it was going to be on Kidder. It was, it was Kidder right there in the middle. I initially thought that's who it was, but then everybody else was celebrating with others, and I think maybe it was just more of a collective celebration.
Yeah, we need to get a little focus back here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. 68th minute makes it 3-2 off the Kidder goal. And another Lincoln throw-in awarded. Bobcats have Kaylee Nunez ready to check in. Jansen will head that one away momentarily.
Or duck it away.
Yeah.
It might have been a handball, yeah.
Handball. So 30 yards out from goal, Lincoln will have a free kick. And we've seen the strong leg of Ashley Flores paid off, causing an own goal in the 65th minute and sending in a corner kick that Kidder, off a deflection, was able to roll in to make it 3-2. This one's strong as she got a little too far underneath of it for Ashley Flores, so goal kick to come. And Kaylee Nunez will sub in, as checking out is Lilia Kristen. Up to Bonzer. And Lincoln will let it sail out for a throw-in. Frankie Long winning it back up to cross. Bonzer calling for it, but cut off.
That was a good step.
Good ball ahead by Flores. Yes, charging again was Mia Smith. Nunez out to make, or Valdez out to make the save. Here's Ramirez. And out on the touchline. So Lincoln with a throw-in. And that one out again. Looks like Kira Halstead is getting ready to check back in after a quick breather, as well as Lilia Christian. Jansen tracking this one down. And a little bit hot to handle for the Bobcats to throw in for Lincoln.
Georgia's trying to shake off something that hurts after that one.
The ball always seems to find you right away.
Yep,
on the throw-in.
right?
It goes right to Georgia Jansen.
Hey, that foot hurt? Okay, now you got to swing it. It's something.
Another throw-in for Lincoln as the substitutions for the Bobcats come onto the pitch. As Kaylee Nunez will check out, as well as Gianna Gomez.
I feel like Nunez went in there just so Coach Nearing could tell something super secret to Lilia. Like, she wasn't in there very long, and Lilia came right. I think it was a super secret play we're going to see.
Yeah, barely long enough to get a drink.
Yeah.
Long tracking it down, big collision, and that will be Bobcat throw-in, but a very hard collision between Frankie Long and Brooklyn Hooks. As Hooks is back up on her feet, but Frankie Long a little bit slow to get up. Yeah. Kind of rolling around in pain, but man, that was a hard collision.
That was a classic Frankie Frankie smash.
She'll feel that one in the morning.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. The DJ got her up and told her she was fine.
Oh, yeah. Her left leg came ahead there, and it looks like they both collided with their shins.
Frankie just wanted the camera time.
So Garcia will come up and take the throw-in. And our head referee will slow things down for a moment. Garcia pokes it ahead.
There you go. Go get one.
Kristen trying to get there and out on Lincoln for a deep throw-in for the Bobcats. So good hustle to put on the pressure right there. Garcia will take it.
Now you don't flinch.
think 12 lost her shin guard again. She's holding something pink.
Yeah, Frankie knocked it out.
Yep. Thought he was just a little late.
So free kick here to come as we near the 75th minute. Uh-oh. Mia Smith again, but out from goal is Valdez. Ramirez out to the wing.
Good touch.
Gomez Reyes.
There you go. Connect some.
Ramirez bumped. Still fighting through it. Hits the turf. That will be a penalty.
Oh, that's going to get a card.
And it will be, I believe, just a yellow card. Digging through the pockets, and yes, it will be a yellow card, and it looks like it is on Brooklyn Hooks. Number 12 for Lincoln. And she will come to the near side to check out as the Bobcats get up into the attacking end for this free kick to come off the foot of Ramirez. First time we have seen the yellow card flashed here tonight. So nearly 30 yards out from goal as the referee is still chatting with Tiger Niders, the head coach for the Lincoln Rails.
Yeah, I don't think they've subbed in for her yet.
I don't believe they have either. I believe that Aileen Santos is on the sideline. Yes, she will now.
Okay. So it wasn't
come
a red
into
card.
the match.
They can have 11 people.
Yep.
I assume the coach was just doing that so the ref had to come talk to him. Just a little conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. If
You
I stand,
can't stand. Yeah, I know.
up.
You're a little taller than me. I do have to duck a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, here's Ramirez too high on the strike from.
I think that should be worth 3. Wrong sport?
Yes, wrong sport, but I like the idea. Maybe Adam Goodvin is out here scouting for field goal kickers next season.
Soccer players make great field goal kickers.
They do. Had some good ones in the past.
Yeah.
Luis Monghay, a very good kicker. Johan Gomez. Just got to go through, not under the uprights. Bonzer.
Good touch.
Deflected almost to the area of Kristen there at the penalty arc. Here's Jansen. Has it poked away. Garcia puts it up towards Kristen. Takes a little bit too high of a bounce for her. Lincoln will clear. That one was going towards our very own Keith Stewart on the side. Lincoln, though, will push this one up back towards midfield. Garcia couldn't get it. Now Jansen will play it and cut it off.
Nice job, Georgia.
Very good, because Mia Smith has shown her speed here tonight as Bonser has one go off of her toe and out of play for a Lincoln throw-in. As we have cleared the 75th minute here at Leonard Cole Field. 3-2, our match. Bonser with a goal here tonight. Kristen with 2. An own goal on the Bobcats and a goal from Kidder for Lincoln.
There we go.
Pass
Keep going
by
that way.
Bonser. Here's Ramirez, a little bit too far for her. A deflection. Lincoln was calling for a handball, and it will be called by our head referee.
I will say, I think the referee's doing a decent job tonight.
Wow.
I don't always say that about. Of course, I'm not coaching.
That's kind of a prerequisite, though, for all my color announcers. Because I don't know if you've heard Dylan or not, but
I have.
He doesn't pay any compliments to the
so
officials.
Dylan's not generally wrong in basketball either about that. She lost her
shin guard again.
I think she should get a yellow card just for, like, equipment malfunction.
Yeah, that's about the third time Hooks has lost that here tonight as Bonser goes over and picks it up for her.
She needs tighter socks or
something.
Tape around it, something.
At midfield, she'll throw it in. And that is going to be thrown for the Bobcats. Cross got a toe on it for a second, but I believe it did
middle.
Deflect off of Lincoln.
Ooh, that was a high kick.
Yeah. Garcia. And almost a handball again on the Bobcats and Gomez Reyes, and it will be.
That might have been a high kick.
Okay, all right. So late call from the official there, and Garcia will take the free kick. Ramirez, ooh. High leg of her own.
Yeah.
And the counterattack. Kidder challenging from the edge. He has it poked away. And a throw in for Lincoln. And that was out on Gianna Gomez, who's checked back in, the freshman. A lot of minutes here tonight for her. She's looked pretty good.
Yeah. Well, when your defenders go down with bumps and bruises, it's nice to have another one just to plug right in there.
Yeah. Jansen clears this one for the box momentarily, but Lincoln challenging again.
Fati had a foot on that one.
Pushed off it by Ashley Flores. Flores falls down in the box. Garcia will clear this one out of play. We are under 90 seconds to play in a 3-2 match. It's been all rails here in the second half, I feel like.
They've really, I don't know what their halftime pep talk was, but.
Yeah, definitely something was said. They have looked like a very inspired bunch here in the second half. And Gianna Gomez got a foot on that one. Jansen coming to the near side. Cross got a foot on it. Bonser lost it. Now a long shot taken.
And
off the mark.
Sophie's going to go to the ground.
Yeah, Ashley Flores taking that from long distance, and we're down to 30 seconds to go.
That's one of those things Sophie learned from Esme. Esme was the queen of taking forever. She fell down regardless.
Every second matters.
We got 17 of them left.
A late throw in here for Lincoln. And cleared out on the far side by Gianna Gomez, and that might be enough to do it here tonight. And that will 3-2 the final as the Bobcats get in the win column for the first time this year with a 3-2 victory over the visiting Lincoln Railsplitters as they are 0-1-1 on the season. Very good victory here tonight. Second half dominated by Lincoln, but Bobcats were able to kind of stand strong when it mattered most here in the late minutes.
Yeah, they really started more of an attack. It seemed like Coach Nearing had a rotation of subs in there with kind of her mids and forwards towards the end, and I don't know what she said, but they had a much better, more controlled attack that didn't end up in scores, but ended up in at least taking a lot of time off of the clock in our end of the field. So, it's a kind of a bend, don't break.
Yeah.
At the end of that game.
Yeah, Cameron Nearing getting her first varsity head coach victory here tonight at Leonard Cole Field with that finals count of 3-2. Let's go over our goal summary here tonight as the Bobcats got things going early on tonight. Off the foot of Lily Kristen, looking for her first goal of the season, and she found it. Claire Bonser with the assist, sneaking in net past Strong, and 1-0 at that point. And then in the 11th minute, Mate Ramirez set up Kristen again. And Kara Holstein with a nice pass, as it was off the hip of Kristen from Fati Ramirez, And 2-0 at halftime is where we stood. And then the Bobcats out of halftime. Claire Bonser, you called for it. See more of that power leg on the edge of the 18 here.
Yeah, and that didn't look like any effort, but that had a little zip on it.
It did.
Little something.
It did. So after 57 minutes of play, the Bobcats led 3-0. But in the 65th minute, on a corner kick. Oh, we got to look at the Claire Bonser celebration as well. It was a good one with her and Katie Gomez-Reyes. So 3-0 at that point, but in the 65th minute, Ashley Flores taking the corner kick, and Georgia Jansen just kind of turning the wrong way, allowed that one to go, and the hands on the head right away, she knew it.
Well, that's one where I look at the replay now, and Sophie should literally just throw her out of the way and go get that ball. I mean, it might not be easy, but get Georgia out of the way. Yeah. Like Sophie was lined up for that one.
Yeah, and Ashley Flores coming into the night, she had a goal, the lone goal of the season for Lincoln. She sent in that corner kick, and then Kidder was able to sneak that one in. Not a power shot by any means, but
still counts.
Still counts, and she was able to find one backside. Hooks would find a yellow card late in this one, and the Railsplitters were down 3-2, the final score. Your final thoughts on this match here tonight? A really good home victory for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it's good to get that first win under your belt and to get a little bit of confidence on our attack. I think especially in that first half, there's a lot of good film to see. Good, positive, connected passes and good, positive attack. Mm-hmm. Didn't have that as much in the second half. I think Lincoln came out with a lot more pep and a lot more just speed. You could tell even on their throw-ins and free kicks, they were we're not taking any time, we're going.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were ready for that as well. So I think, maybe their focus for the next few games is you got to finish, right? You got to be as strong in the end as you were in the beginning.
Yeah.
And they had some really positive stuff in the first half and a little bit more to work on in the second.
Yeah, that is for sure. But a team that's still trying to really kind of come together collectively. It's been a very encouraging start. I know 3-0 is never how you want something to go in a loss to Roosevelt, but Roosevelt is going to be one of those teams up there. They have so much talent, so you can see that this team is just competing really hard this year, and it's great to see early on as the Bobcats again win at 3-2 to move to 1-2 on the season as Lincoln drops to 0-1-1 with the draw earlier this week against the North Polar Bears. Now time for Athletes of the Week, all brought to you by Opa Grill. As they bring you in, all brought to you by them as they offer Greek and traditional favorites. All you have to say is
Opa!
Hey, she knows it. Great job. And Adlin Engraving and Screen Print Company of Marshalltown, more than just T-shirts and hoodies. AdlinEngraving24.com. Andres Ordaz, our Athlete of the Week on the male side of things. Of course, had that hat trick that we were looking here tonight. We were hoping that Lily Kristen could get that.
That was my jinx. That was my bad.
But Andres Ordaz, a great week last week to get the soccer season going. He was our male.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, his control, and it is phenomenal. And just in his junior season. On the female side of things, Grace Christensen was our Female Athlete of the Week. Ran a really good time at the Waukee Invite last week. Of course, she qualified for state last year and looking to do things even more so in her sophomore season. Still a lot of potential for her going ahead. And, of course, we've got an interview with her on KFJB-TV at youtube.com/@KFJB-TV as we get an update with girls track as well with head coach Chad Pedig. You can always watch that on demand. That is our Athletes of the Week. Both receive a $25 gift certificate to Opa Grill, along with a custom Athlete of the Week t-shirt and tumbler, and Adlin Engraving Screen Print Company in Marshalltown. I think Millie's got a few of those, right?
She's got a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know where the gift cards ended up, but
well, hopefully she went and ate something.
Well, when she goes to college, I'm going to find them.
Well, thanks so much for being along tonight here on KFJB-TV. Our next upcoming broadcast will be on Wednesday night, Bobcat Live. Dylan Dones will be hosting from 6 to 7 inside Wayward Social. And the next Thursday night, we've got boys soccer on the road at Ames, a big matchup in the Iowa Lions Conference. That was a 1-0 win by the Little Cyclones last year. We'll see if the Bobcats can overcome. And then the next night, Friday night, we've got boys soccer as well at the Valley Invite. First time that the Bobcats and Valley have played in quite some time, as head coach Scott Johannes trying to get that one on the schedule for a while and finally able to do so this year. And we'll have more girls coverage coming up later this month as well here at Leonard Cole Field. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew here tonight. David Braga, our on-site producer, Keith Stewart, Joe Cornwell on our camera coverage, and Megan Heitmann, first ever girls soccer broadcast with us. Great job tonight.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. You brought good luck to the booth.
Good. Hopefully to the Bobcats somehow.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Brandon Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us for Match Night. You've been watching KFJB-TV.
Today's game on KFJB-TV is sponsored by First Rate Real Estate, Adland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, IV Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown School District, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Members First Community Credit Union, Van Wyck Wood Builders,